Hello everyone! So welcome back to my channel. Ayan, so ngayon po ituturo ko sa inyo or i-share ko sa inyo kung paano mag-solve ng mutually exclusive events and not mutually exclusive events. Ano ang pagkakaiba ng dalawa? Okay, kailan natin pwedeng gamitin yung format ng mutually exclusive events or ang not mutually exclusive events. So meron po ako prepare na problems which is based po ito sa module natin sa learners module ng grade 10. A restaurant serves a bowl of candies to their customers. The bowl of candies Gabriel received has 10 chocolate candies, 8 coffee candies, and 12 caramel candies. After Gabriel chooses a candy, he eats it. Find the probability of getting candies with the indicated flavors. Letter A, the probability of chocolate or coffee. Letter B, the probability of coffee or caramel. Letter C, the probability of caramel or nut coffee. And letter D, the probability of chocolate or nut coffee. So, alin dyan yung pwede nating i-apply yung mutually exclusive events or not mutually exclusive events. Okay, so bago tayo magpatuloy, ayan, so explain muna natin ano ba ang mutually exclusive at not mutually exclusive events. Pag sinabi natin mutually exclusive events, events that cannot occur at the same time. If two events, A and B, are the mutually exclusive, then the probability that either A or B occurs is the sum of their probabilities. Meaning, pag sinabi nating mutually exclusive events, meron silang mga unique elements. Ibig sabihin, wala silang mga pagkakapareho. In this Venn diagram, meron tayong dalawang event dito or dalawang set, which is set A and set B. Okay, kung mapapansin ninyo, magkahiwalay sila. So, ibig sabihin, wala silang intersection, wala silang common, o wala silang pagkakapareho. Meron silang unique elements. Okay, so kung ito yung events natin, okay, ang i-apply natin na format ay P of A or B equals the P of A plus the P of B. Meaning, ipag-a-add lang natin yung dalawang probability ng dalawang event. Ito naman yung not mutually exclusive events. Events that occur at the same time. If two events A and B are not mutually exclusive, then the probability that either A or B occurs is the sum of their probabilities decreased by the probability of both occurring. Okay, kung makikita nyo yung Venn diagram natin, meron tayong dalawang set or meron tayong dalawang event which is ang event A or set A and the other one is yung set B. Okay, kung makikita natin, meron silang intersection. Ibig sabihin, meron silang pagkakapareho. Okay, merong element yung set A or yung event A na kapareho sa element ng set B or A and B which are not mutually exclusive because A and B intersect. Again, yung set A at set B ay mayroong intersection. Meron silang common o meron silang pagkakapareho. Okay, kapag ganito yung situation ng dalawang events, ang pattern na susundin natin o formula ay probability of the first event which is A plus the probability ng second event which is B. Ipag-a-add natin yung first event sa second event. Then, ima-minus natin yung kanilang intersection, yung kanilang pagkakapareho. Okay, in short, mutually exclusive event, kapag mutually exclusive events, ito ang format na susundan natin. Ipag-a-add lang natin yung dalawang event, yung first and second events. Kapag not mutually exclusive events naman, ito ang format na susundin natin. Okay, i-add natin yung first event at second event and then saka natin i-minus yung kanilang intersection, yung kanilang pagkakapareho o yung kanilang common. Para mas maintindihan natin, meron tayong example. What is the probability of getting chocolate or caramel? So, to find the probability of getting candies with the indicated flavors, we first need to determine the total number of candies in the bowl. So, Meron tayong 10 chocolate, meron tayong 8 coffee, at meron tayong 12 caramel candies. Total natin, 10 plus 8 plus 12 equals 30 candies. Okay? So, obviously na magkaiba silang dalawa. Okay? Magkaiba si chocolate tsaka kay caramel. Ang gagamitin nating format ay ang mutually exclusive events. Okay? Okay, ito yung solution natin sa problem na to. The probability of getting chocolate or caramel candies. Okay, dahil nga magkaiba sila, wala silang common, wala silang intersection, o wala silang pagkakapareho, ito ang format na gagamitin natin, which is etong format na to ay ang mutually exclusive events. Okay? Ia-add lang natin yung probability ng first event at ang probability ng second event. Okay. Ang first event natin or the probability of A natin ay ang probability of getting chocolate. Ilan ba ang chocolate doon? Meron tayong 10 chocolate doon. Over 30. So, saan natin nakuha yung 30? So, ang 30 dito is yung total number of candies na nasa bowl. The next is the probability of B or the second event, which is the probability of getting caramel. Ilan ba ang caramel candy doon? Ang caramel candy doon ay 12. Okay? So, meron tayong 12 candies over 30. Again, yung 30 dito is yung total number ng candies na nasa bowl. Okay, susundan natin yung format na P of A or B equals P of A plus P of B. So, meaning to say, i-add lang natin yung dalawang probability. Probability of getting chocolate or caramel equals the probability of getting chocolate plus the probability of getting caramel. Okay, substitute natin is equal to the probability of getting chocolate is 10 over 30 plus the probability of getting caramel is 12 over 30. Okay, now 10 plus 12 equals 22. So, since fraction ito, pag similar fraction, ang ginagawa natin kapag pareho ang denominator, ay kokopyahin lang natin kung ano ang common denominator. Okay, since ang common denominator ay 30, kaya ang denominator natin dito ay 30. Again, we just copy the common denominator kasi similar fraction po sila. That's why our answer here is 22 over 30. Then, kung kailangang i-simplify, ay isi-simplify natin. T ay may common factor na 2, kaya i-divide natin both numerator and denominator ng 2. Divided by 2, the answer is 11. And 30 divided by 2, the answer is 15. Therefore, the final answer is 11 over 15. The probability of getting chocolate or caramel is equal to 11 over 15. Okay, next. Ang example number 2 naman natin is the probability of getting coffee or not caramel. Okay, so ano kaya or alin sa dalawa ang ia-apply natin? Ang mutually exclusive events or not mutually exclusive events? So, tingnan natin mabuti. Okay, ito yung solution natin. The probability of getting coffee or not caramel candy. So, unang step natin is aalamin natin ano ba yung mga given doon sa problem. Again, meron tayong 10 chocolates, meron tayong 8 coffee, meron tayong 12 caramel. Total candies natin ay 30. Okay, so ang first event natin or yung probability of A natin ay ang probability of getting coffee. Which is, ilan ba ang coffee natin? Meron tayong 8 coffee. So, that's why we have 8 over 30. Ngayon, ang second event natin is P of B or the probability of not caramel. Okay. And pag sinabi nating not caramel, hindi caramel candy. Okay. Meaning to say, dahil hindi siya caramel candy, yun yung 10 chocolate at yun yung 8 coffee. Okay? So, ang gagawin natin is i-add natin yung hindi caramel, not caramel candies. So, meaning we have 10 plus 8 equals 18. So, yun yung ilalagay natin doon sa probability of not caramel. We have 18 over 30. Okay? Ngayon, tingnan natin kung mayroong common doon sa dalawa. Okay. So, kung makikita natin, doon sa first event, meron tayong coffee. Doon sa second event, meron tayong chocolate and coffee. Meaning to say, meron silang common o meron silang pagkakapareho. And meron silang intersection. Yun yung parehong element na coffee doon sa event. So again, ang common nila dito o ang intersection nila dito ay ang 8 coffee. Okay, again, ang intersection nila ay ang 8 coffee. Or yun yung pagkakapareho ng event A at ng event B. Kunin muna natin yung intersection natin, probability. It is 8 over 30. And then, i-apply natin yung not mutually exclusive event na formula, which is P of A or B equals P of A plus P of B minus the intersection which is P of A and B. Susundan lang natin yung format. Okay, ito yung format natin. P of A or B equals P of A plus P of B minus P of A and B, which is ito yung intersection. Okay, susundan lang natin yung format, which is ang P of A or B natin ay ang probability of getting coffee or not caramel. Then next, our P of A is the probability of getting coffee plus the probability of B or P of B is probability not caramel. And then minus the intersection, which is the probability of A and the probability of B, which is probability of coffee. And then, isi-simplify or isa-substitute natin yung mga value. Okay, the probability of getting coffee is 8 over 30, plus the probability of not caramel is 18 over 30. And, ima-minus natin again yung intersection, which is the probability of coffee, which is 8 over 30. Okay, the next step is isi-simplify natin. 8 over 30 minus 8 over 30 is 0 or makakancel na natin. Okay? So, meron na lang tayong 18 over 30. So, since 18 over 30 ay pwede pang isimplify at may common factor ito na 6, i-divide natin both numerator and denominator ng 6. So, 18 divided by 6, the answer is 3. And 30 divided by 6, the answer is 5. Therefore, ang sagot natin, ang final answer natin ay 3 over 5. Okay, and that's all for now, and thank you for watching. So please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.